The hidden truths in 2025 about wealth and family dynamics. Whether gained through effort, inheritance, or luck, wealth does not come without consequence. While society often paints money as the ultimate solution to all problems, the reality is far more nuanced, especially within the family context. In 2025, the connection between wealth and family dynamics has become more visible, complex, and essential to understand. This script explores the often unspoken truths that wealth brings to the surface: expectations, misunderstandings, obligations, power, and emotional gaps. When left unexamined, these elements can erode the core of family connection. When addressed with honesty, they can build deeper trust and a legacy. 1. Wealth doesn't eliminate emotional needs, it amplifies them. One of the most incredible illusions about money is that it can replace love, time, or attention. But wealth cannot fill emotional voids, heal childhood wounds, compensate for absence, guarantee loyalty or respect. Money often amplifies what's already present. If a family lacks communication, wealth will only make the silence louder. If there's unresolved resentment, inheritance, or financial support, it can reignite buried conflicts. In 2025, emotional intelligence and connection are more important than ever in wealthy families. Emotional literacy, not just financial literacy, must be passed on. 2. Entitlement versus empowerment, the legacy dilemma. Many parents work hard to build a financial cushion for their children, but what happens when that cushion becomes a crutch? The difference between entitlement and empowerment lies in entitlement: you owe me this. Empowerment: I'm grateful and they'll use this wisely. Wealthy families often struggle with how much to give, when to give it, and how to prepare the next generation to receive it. In 2025, the conversation has shifted toward values-based inheritance, where expectations of responsibility, contribution, and purpose accompany wealth. 3. Financial control often masks emotional control. Sometimes wealth is used to maintain power. A parent may fund a child's life while quietly controlling their decisions. A sibling may manipulate family resources to influence outcomes. This dynamic breeds resentment, dependency, emotional confusion. Real generosity respects autonomy. In 2025, healthy family dynamics around money demand boundaries, agreements, and clear communication, not silent strings. 4. The comparison trap within families. Wealth can magnify comparisons among siblings, cousins, or generations. Who got more? Who deserves more? Who is more successful? This comparison culture breeds insecurity and competition. Solutions include transparent conversations, equitable, not always equal, treatment, encouraging individual paths. Wealth doesn't have to be divided. With intention, it can unify if respect, honesty, and love lead the conversation. 5. The guilt of the provider and the shame of the receiver. Financial imbalance within families creates emotional imbalance. The provider may feel guilt. Am I enabling them? The receiver may feel shame. Do they think I'm a failure? This silent tension poisons even the kindest gestures. In 2025, more families are working with financial therapists or family mediators to navigate the emotional terrain of giving and receiving. Key lesson: generosity should empower, not burden. 6. Inheritance isn't just about money, it's about identity. When a loved one passes, what they leave behind isn't just money. It's a story, a legacy, a value system. Children often inherit their parents' beliefs about money, spoken or unspoken. In 2025, families are encouraged to share not just wills and trusts, but wealth wisdom. How was money earned? What sacrifices were made? What values should the wealth support? These conversations give inheritance meaning beyond dollars. 7. The role of cultural and generational beliefs. Not all families view money the same way. Some see it as security, others as freedom, some as power. Others as shame. Add to this generational gaps. Boomers may value hard work and savings. Millennials and Gen Z value flexibility and purpose. In 2025, clashing money mindsets can either break or bond families. Bridging this gap requires listening without judgment and sharing without preaching. 8. The quiet impact on children and teens. In wealthy households, children often grow up insulated, but this comfort can backfire: lack of resilience, pressure to achieve, fear of never measuring up. Money alone doesn't raise grounded children. What matters more? Modeling values, teaching gratitude and responsibility, letting them struggle and succeed on their own. In 2025, families are creating more experiential wealth gifts of wisdom, struggle, and earned achievement. 9. Money as a mirror, what is it reflecting? Money often reflects what we value and what we fear. In family dynamics, it can reveal hidden resentments, power struggles, gaps in communication, but it can also reveal love expressed through care, dreams of security for future generations, the desire to do good. The key is awareness. Money isn't good or bad, it's a magnifier. 10. Building wealth together, not just sharing it. Wealth is more powerful when it's co-created. Families that thrive financially in 2025 often include all voices in decisions, educate each generation about money, start businesses or causes together, create shared goals, foundations, real estate, legacy projects. This creates intergenerational purpose. Everyone contributes. Everyone grows. 11. The silence around money hurts more than the money itself. Most families don't talk about money until there's a crisis: death, divorce, or debt. Avoiding the conversation breeds mistrust, assumptions, disconnection. In 2025, forward-thinking families make space for regular money talks. What does wealth mean to us? What are our shared financial goals? What fears or dreams do we have around money? This openness builds legacy, not just net worth. 12. When money replaces time. Some parents give money instead of presents out of guilt or busyness. But children remember conversations, not just cash, moments, not just gifts, attention, not just allowance. True wealth includes time, listening, and love. In 2025, many families are shifting from giving more money to giving more meaning. 13. The courage to say no and the grace to accept it. Saying no financially to loved ones doesn't mean you don't care. Sometimes it means encouraging independence, protecting your well-being, keeping boundaries healthy. Likewise, receiving a no requires grace. Not every request can or should be met. In 2025, emotional maturity around money is more valuable than money itself. 14. Redefining success beyond wealth. Finally, the biggest truth: wealth doesn't define worth. Families who thrive in 2025 measure success by emotional closeness, health and happiness, generational impact. The family thrives when wealth is just a tool, not an identity. Final thoughts: the truth beneath the surface. In 2025, wealth and family dynamics continue to evolve. But the core principles remain: communicate clearly, lead with values, respect each person's journey, see money as a mirror, not a master. Wealth is not the enemy of love. Silence, secrecy, and assumption are. The healthiest families tell the truth about their fears, dreams, and money. Because at the end of the day, the wealthiest families aren't just affluent in dollars. They're rich in trust, honesty, and shared purpose. And that is wealth that no market can ever touch.